Hi, and Happy New Year. Here we are in 2026. I don't know where last year went. It went by pretty fast, but now is the time to set our intentions for the upcoming year. And what better time than with the incoming energy of the wolf moon? You probably saw it if you were able to last night. It was already starting nice and big. It's another super moon, fourth in a row, and it's in its fullness tomorrow. So here we are. We use the energy of it to see what kind of messages we get from Spirit today. I thought it would be a great way to come back online is to start with these. And of course, next week at 8 o'clock in the morning, we will have our live meditations. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your support in these meditations and messages from Spirit. I do hope that you find them uplifting and encouraging on your spiritual path. I'd love to hear from you. So if you could leave a comment here, or if you're watching on YouTube, please like and comment, subscribe so you're made aware of any videos that are coming up. I hope to do more in this year. That's one of my goals, and to get back into the podcasting. So if there's topics that you'd like to hear about, maybe people you'd like to hear from, pop me a message, whether it's on here in the comment section or do a direct message to me. I'm always open for ideas, and I want to talk about what you want to listen to. So if you haven't heard any of my podcasts, you can find the links on my website, mindfuljourney.ca, and they're on Spotify, Apple, and just look under Life as a Journey. And there are 3 seasons there that I'm sure you will find interesting. I had some great guests on there. Huge thank you to them, and I look forward to hearing from some more. So, without further ado, we will be doing our readings using the Goddess Speak card. And as usual, I'm going to choose 3 cards, and you choose whether you want card number 1, 2, or 3. At the end, I will tell you what message is coming through for me for that card, and then we're going to do a group reading at the end. So I'm going to give these a shuffle with the intent that the cards be drawn for the higher good of all. And while I'm doing that, I'd also like to tell you that during the month of January, I will be offering readings for $50. And these are 20-minute to half-hour readings. They can be done online, in person. If you'd like to have a group together, give me a call and we can discuss how that works. All right, here we go. Card number 1 is coming up. Card number 1. And getting ready for card number 2. Yeah, if you want to book your own private reading, it can be done right online. I have a calendar there. Payment can be done there. Or, as always, you can email or message me. Card number 2. And card number 3. It's hard for me not to go, every time when I see them put out there. When I first started doing readings, I would always be amazed. I still am amazed at the cards that come out and how they come together. And I would quite often, oh, ah, and I realized that I sometimes should keep that to myself until I get into the reading. It makes some people nervous with what I'm seeing. Okay, so once again, here's card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. Have you chosen your card? All right, so let's start with card number 1. Starting off the year, we have the crone, and her message is about spiritual health. So those of you that have chosen card number 1, the message for you is to take time to take stock of your spiritual health. We quite often, of course, are made quite aware of our physical health because it's how we feel. And then you may even be aware of your emotional health. Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling sad? Are you going through a grieving period? Are you feeling very content, which is wonderful? Those are all emotional. But if you still feel that things aren't in balance, there's a spiritual aspect that perhaps you've been neglecting. And now is the time to bring full circle everything back into balance. So that's doing things like uh, perhaps reading, watching, listening, and list all of those things, especially to your own heart and mind. I feel that there are some of you who got that card that are working through your own spiritual evolution and advancement, but sometimes that can feel negative, and it's because you're challenging yourself, your own old belief systems. You're listening to new things. Something's come along that's really sparked your interest, and you're maybe debating on whether that's something you should follow up with or not. Those are all part of your spiritual health. And even when you've come through that, it can leave you a bit drained because it's really important. Our spiritual health is extremely important. After all, that's what and who we are as spiritual beings. So, this is the time to be aware. So, if you're feeling a bit run down, if you're feeling you can't quite figure out, well, you're not quite right, emotionally, you think you have everything in line, physically, your health is fine, and yet, there's just not quite where you want to be, take time to ask yourself, what about my spiritual health? Have I taken time to meditate? Have I taken time to read those books that I wanted to read? Have I listened maybe to a podcast or watched some documentaries or talks on things that could spark that? And maybe it's a matter of going to some classes, going to some gatherings. If you're spiritually drawn to the church, have you been to church? Do you need to go have that fellowship of worship? But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's up to you how you feel and how you take all that information in. So, again, if you're feeling as though it's a bit dark right now, instead of allowing yourself to be consumed in the darkness, know that darkness is only a variation of light, a degree of light, and you have to kind of go through that to get to the other side. It's like, we go, the day ends, there's darkness, and then but the light comes again. So that's how it is on your spiritual journey. You maybe need the time of reflection, and then you will see where it is you need to go. Patience is a huge lesson in your spiritual growth and health. Allow yourself that. All right, that's card number 1. Card number 2, we have the Maiden, and she's talking about beginnings and how appropriate for the first of the year going into a new year. We quite often think of that. What is it we want to do? Where is it we want to go? Times to make changes. Isn't it funny how we flip that calendar page and it's like everything's going to change? Well, it doesn't change overnight, but our mindset can change. So be open to the opportunities that are there for you. It's time for you to start that project you've been putting off. We've got the holidays over with now. You may, like me, still have decorations and things to put away, but that rush leading up to it is done. Now, January, I find, can be our month of reflection, starting new projects, and getting ourselves going in the direction that we feel we need to be. I feel as well, too, that there, again, I keep coming back to opportunities. So some of you that are listening to this, you have opportunities to do new things, to get them started, and you've been putting off. So now is the time to, I kind of get told that you snooze, you lose. So you're asking for things, they're coming to you. Now it's your decision whether you grab hold and go forward. If you don't do it now, it doesn't mean it'll never happen for you, but it's not going to be right away. So I feel as though there's someone there too that's been trying to plan a trip. And now is the time to go ahead, just plan it, do it. The time is for you. Also talking about beginnings kind of ties in with card number one in that reviewing of what it is you need. You feel as though you're lacking something in your life. So don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and start those new things. Read that new book, take that class. You may decide afterwards that, oh, that's not for me, but at least you will have done it. So this week is a time to set some goals for yourself and to begin those projects, to make those plans that you've maybe been putting on the back burner for a while. So go for it. Card number 3 is again the Maiden, and she's all about starting new things and trying new things, and hers is opportunities. So again, for those that chose card number 3, there are opportunities that are going to be presenting to you in the next week. Watch for the signs and omens that are there. Is there something that you want to manifest? Well, put it out there and then be open to receive the ways in which you can achieve that. Remember that we don't always get things in a direct line. Sometimes we have to take a bit of a detour to get to what it is we want. And that's where the opportunities come up. It's often when on reflection back, you'll think, oh, you know what, if I hadn't have taken that, gone to that class, it wasn't so much maybe the class that you really gained from, but rather the people or person that you met there that helped you then go to where you need to go. So it's watch for opportunities that will help you manifest your goals for this year, but especially this week. It's time to put all the wheels in motion. We're using the energy of the wolf moon to help us. That's the time when the full moon, we're talking about completion of a cycle and getting ready to go into a new one. So have gratitude for what you have so far in your life, but be open to receive even more. The opportunities are there. The timing is perfect for it. Don't be afraid of it. There are no bad choices. There are always some that are better than others, but you do not want to be left with what if I had of. I could have, I should have. You can't go back and change anything, but you can begin right at this moment to help design where it is you will be going. The present moment is the gift that we have. That's why it's called a present, right? And we're in the present. It's the only time that we have control over. How do you gauge what the present is? Is it so many seconds? Is it so many minutes? As soon as I speak, it's the past. As soon as you have a thought, it's already going into the past because you've had to take time to think that thought, to figure out what it is. However, that's the moment that you have for decisions, and how the decisions you make then start to create your future. If you sit and worry about the future, you're going to manifest that type of worry and darkness. If you try to shape your future in something positive and constructive for you, then that's what you'll see and that's what will become. At the end of the day, it's what's in here, in your heart and your mind. No one else can get in there. You're the only one that's there, and you're the one living it. What is it you want? So look for the opportunities that help design the direction you wish to flow. Okay, I have to let my kitty cat out. Just a moment. The joys of going live. All right, so what does this mean for all of us when these 3 cards go together? And again, I just look at it and go, wow, they really fit together really nice. Remember, card number 1 was spiritual health. So that means that's the core message for all of us for this. Not just this week, but I feel as though this message, because it is a new year, we are reading it on a full moon, so it's going forward into the year. This is the year for me, say to yourself. This is the year that you really are aware of your spiritual health and well-being, that you take those steps to develop your spirituality. And I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about what you feel is beneficial to yourself and to mankind. Are you traveling a path that is based on kindness, compassion, and love? If not, you might want to do a little soul searching there to see what it is you need to do. It's also a time with spiritual health where we learn to let go of judgment of others and ourselves and comparing ourselves to other people. That's the biggest block that we put in front of us, is not feeling good enough. We're not as good as that person, or that we're better than these people. And that stops us then from showing kindness and compassion to ourselves and to other people. Forgiveness is key as well. You need to use that time to let go of things from the past that could be stopping you from moving forward. You all deserve to have happiness and contentment in your lives and to manifest what you desire. So a lot of times that forgiveness is what needs to be done, and that cuts the cords to the past and opens you up to manifest your future. So spiritual health is key for us. And reinforcing that openness is the two cards that were drawn, number 2 and 3. They were beginnings and opportunities. And they tie in so well together, because that's telling us that to be open, once you open your mind up, you're going to see opportunities that will help you on your spiritual journey, your spiritual health and well-being. Not to be afraid of starting something new, doing that beginning. Is there something you've been putting off? Maybe you have an inner feeling that you're meant to be a teacher in spirituality, and you've been putting it off because you don't think you know enough, have experienced enough. Who am I to do this? I understand all of that. Those were the questions I had 20 years ago, but thinking, who am I to say that this is what, works? Or who am I to say that, I can teach Reiki or meditation? If you feel that that's where you're guided to do, trust. Open yourself up. Allow the universe to guide you. You will see the opportunities that are presented there. There may be classes or workshops or courses that you're going to be taking that will give you that confidence. You already have the knowledge inside of you. It's the confidence you need to step forward with it. So to me, these 3 cards move very well together and make a really good path for 2026 for all of us. Focus on our spiritual health, and if you have your spiritual health in order, emotionally and physically, you will feel balanced. Be open for new beginnings, and the opportunities will be presented to you in the direction that you need to follow. I hope this was beneficial to you. And again, I'm going to just draw 1 card from Make It Happen to see what to see what message overall we have. And again, to remind you that if you want your private reading by Zoom, over the phone, or in person, I do have the half-hour readings this month for $50. And you can book them directly through me or online. I'll put the link in the comments below. All right, here's our card. Ties in. I always love how it comes together. Time to clean out your mind closet. What memories are you holding on to that bring you pain? Time to let go of what no longer serves your higher good. This will make room for pleasure and joy in your life. What better time than a new year? It's always good to go through and out with the old, in with the new. And that applies to your thoughts. Are your own thoughts holding you back from being all you can be? Are your thoughts holding back from your spiritual growth, which in turn would stop you from seeing the opportunities that will help with your new beginnings? So time to let go of what no longer serves your higher good. Make room for pleasure and joy in your life. You deserve it. Thank you so much for coming on this morning and or watching from YouTube. Either way, I appreciate it if you like and share and comment. Talk to you soon. Namaste.